Disclaimer: the views, opinions, and insinuations made by the host or guests do not reflect those of the show, the management, and the network. Viewer discretion is advised.
Broadcasting beyond borders, the message of the truest tribe of coaching entrepreneurs and independent service providers from the Philippines. This is Coach Shaun de Joya for Integrate, now on season number 2 here at Think Talk Broadcast, the flagship community project of coaching Think Talk speakers from Life Coach Philippines and members of Coach A coaching community. Promotion can be the most fulfilling feeling an individual may experience in his career. It's a result of hard work and effort. However, promotion is not all pretty roses. It's not all beautiful butterflies. There's another in there that meets the eye. As a man, what do we need to do to be aware of and mindful of so that we don't enter that ditch where a lot of people have gone through of failure? I'll be back shortly with my guest, Ryan Del Mundo from Pasig City. This is Integrate. Welcome to the live streaming of Integrate, airing every Saturday at 10:30 p.m. In this show, I want to help married men who are going through life transitions by helping them gain wisdom and knowledge from successful men who have navigated through adversity, turning them into opportunities, creating a loved and safe environment for themselves, the people that they lead, and also their family. The show showcases the stories of men who took control of the diversity of their life, by integrating their experiences, integrating their talents, integrating the skills, and model this so that it allows them to respond positively to the emotions that, associated to adversity. These emotions can be different things, like fear, sadness, anger, and all of these different things. And really, the stories that I've shared to you are something that every one of us goes through, from our work, from our finances, from our relationship, from our marriage, our business, and also our disability. Broadcasting beyond borders of Pasig City. It's the 8th of October in the year 2022. I am Life Coach Shaun de Joya. I am the man from Pasig City. I'm a professional certified CACC life coach, and I'm also a certified mental health coach from Life Coach Philippines. I am a Master Coach Apprentice of Master Coach A, public speaker, a coaching entrepreneur, a mental model collector, a husband and a father, and I'm also a human being. As human beings, we too get some experiences, not so good experiences. What you see is not just everything in there. We've gone through a lot of challenges and failures in our lifetime as well, and want to help you out in here to get some learnings from my guests. I coach and develop people to create their next level relationship leadership. Our mission here at Think Talk Broadcast is to get closer to our kindred and serve our coaching community and coaching tribe. We envision to be the go-to network for content that connects with the mind, heart, and soul through the platform of life coaching. And by serving in the digital space, the change that I want to see is to stop generational trends. For those people who have worked in the workplace, in their jobs, all of the experiences that we have there, someone has gone through the same experience already. So why still go through that when you can learn from these people and you can skip that process and really start, fulfilling the goals that you want, and, making your job meaningful and fulfilling at the things that you do, that allows you to think better, feel better, and responds better. My guest today is a man who enjoys baking for two of his favorite food. Ayan, lasagna and Big Mac. Mamaya pag-uusapan natin yan. Favorite ko yung pagkain na yan. He has been married, by the way, for 15 years and has a 10 years old son. Professionally, he is the director, one of the directors in the very, very well-known BPO industry here in the Philippines. He has been in this industry for more than 20 years now and currently supporting APAC and ANC regions, supporting telco and tech industry. Please welcome to the screen, Ryan Del Mundo.
Hey, good evening, everyone. Evening, Sean.
Yan. Good evening, Rai. Rai, na, yung introduction ko sa'yo talks about baking. Yan. Pag-usapan natin, saan bang nagsimula tong baking na to? Kasi sa mga typical natin, Rai, no, parang hindi naman tayo mukhang nagluluto. No? People get surprised that we cook or it's something that we love to do. Saan ba nag-start yung hobby na yan or love mong yan?
It wasn't a hobby. It's more of a stress reliever for me. I've seen my mom cook, and we do have a small catering business before, at the time. So I've seen her, work in the kitchen. We have a lot of things there. The ingredients are there. So I'm just watching. I'm more of an observant person rather than more of a. Some of us like probably you love reading and all of that. It's not my best suit, but what I would say is my strongest suit is when I look at something and it pokes my interest, I observe. And when I observe, I also listen. So I just take it. I heard that this is how it's done. This is what the technique is. And those that you mentioned earlier, for the baking of the food, the normal baked food. There are also pastries that I can make, and baking pastries is a lot trickier. It's a lot trickier. That's where the chemistry matters. The measurement matters. There's no such thing as habol or habulin, that the taste. There's not. It doesn't exist when you bake pastries. So it's either you nail it, or you're gonna eat like either super bland, or like it's so hard that no one will eat it. Even dogs will not eat it. So
Iba yung lasa, iba yung
yes,
taste.
so iba yung lasa. Pastries are, the for me it's really chemistry. It's a chemistry in real life. You
Oh,
mix things
there,
together. You do it wrong, then you're not gonna get the texture. You're not gonna get the taste that you wanted.
and there's a lot of experimentation in there, no? Pag nagluluto ka,
Mm,
di ba? You need to be able to make sure that when you're cooking that food or baking it, it is something that you're able to calculate it and plan it out. Right, challenge kita, no? Because in the
okay.
corporate world, we're used to kind of introducing ourselves with other people, no? From our clients, from new people, or joining in the team, or maybe we're taking over or leading some of the new projects in there to do some recoveries and what have you. Kung i-introduce mo yung sarili mo through the baking process, paano mo i-introduce yung sarili mo sa tao?
Wow, I don't know. That's a good question. I don't really introduce myself like parang bake shop thing. um, whenever I introduce myself, it's very very simple. I mention
Yeah.
my name. I mention what I do, and if I know that the program, or at least the introduction, is depending on saan siya base. No, if the base is more on
Yeah.
salesy, then yeah, you say your name. You say what you do. I'm a director for operations. Blah blah blah. But if it is more of program recoveries, things like you need to really build up the credibility, then the next statement or words or phrase that would come out from me is, I'm Ryan Del Mundo. I will be your mechanic for the length of the stint.
yun, yun na yun, mechanic.
Mm,
Oo. Paano pag
yeah.
paano pag baking? Paano yung introduction?
Walang introduction pag baking, basta I just do it. Kasi kahit here sa bahay, pag sinabing bake ka naman ng ganito, it really depends on my mood. Like what off the air earlier, we were talking about how we are, what happened this week, and this has been a busy week. This is gonna be a busy
Yeah.
month for me. So what, Thursday or Friday, my wife was asking me, can you do French toast by Saturday, because you your son and I will be going to a friend's house, want to bring something. but I'm so dead tired. I was working from home on Friday, but I need to go to site later in the afternoon.
Yeah.
So I'm already tired. It's hard kasi to create something when you're already tired. Sometimes it affects the taste of the food. Parang minadali mo
True.
na eh. So yun. But yeah, I still woke up. I still woke up early. I made some of the French toast and then they brought some. So awan ng Diyos matino naman. And sabi ko sa'yo, there's gonna be a disaster when you're doing something tired. So I left it in the kitchen, and I do have a 9-month-old husky. So the guy ate one. So
That's
I
good.
turned my back, ate one. So I wasn't able to give the command to stay, to go to lie down so that he stays there disciplined enough. I had him trained kasi malaki sila eh. Mahirap silang ipabayaan lang na para Shih Tzu, di ba? Na pwede mo sipa-sipain.
Yeah.
Ito hindi nakikinig to mga ganito klaseng aso. If they're not trained enough, then they're not really gonna listen. Talagang dead ma sila. As in, pag tinawag mo dead ma yan, or they're not gonna pay attention. So, yun.
Kukunin
I
at
turned my back
kakainin.
to get something, to get a utensil or so. And then when I turned my back, he and my corgi is already eating, the slice. So I go, and that's raw. What? So and I can't do anything. I
Wala
have to
na.
throw it away. Ana.
Uh, right. You said a while ago that baking for you is something of a stress reliever, and different
Mm.
people have different ways of helping them out, relieve some stress. Right? Pag what do you cook when you're joyful? What do you bake when you're joyful? Ano bang favorite mong i-bake pag joyful yung feeling mo?
Crinkles, probably brownies. So yun. And then at times cinnamon pagka trip lang, trip ko patabain yung mga tao sa paligid ko. So lots of sugars,
With a
lot
bunch
of
of sugar.
everything else, yeah. So yun. So yeah. Iba-iba eh. Iba, there's nothing specific eh. There's nothing specific eh. Baking, sometimes a simple puto nga, if it's requested by my son, you whip it up, that's it. Morning, let's
That's
say,
it.
can we have pancakes? And it's not the pancake out of the box, it's really from scratch.
Yeah.
So yeah, tira lang, go. You have to wake up early though.
True. Pag joyful, ano yung merong ingredient? Anong may ingredient doon na hindi nawawala pag joyful yung feeling?
Something sweet. It has to be something sweet. Kaya either may chocolate, yeah, mayroon laging chocolates yun pag nagkataon. And I'm seeing the chat box as well. Love to see people pala joining this one. Yes, crinkles. Crinkles is a pain to do though, because you have to wait 12 to 24 hours before you bake them. So after, kala mo, pag hinalo mo, okay na, di ba? Isalang mo na siya dyan. No, you have to freeze it up. Pag hindi siya malamig, hindi siya frozen, wala, dadapa. You're not gonna get the look, the crack look that you want.
Hindi siya magiging okay, no? Thank you,
Hindi.
Rhino. And for everyone who's joining us, maraming salamat. Of course, the coaches are joining us. Coach Maripe she's from Tacloban. So meron ka mga viewers dito from Tacloban City. Si Coach Lynn, not sure if you met Coach Lynn before in teleperformance. She was Coach Lynn, ano ba yung role mo doon specific? Sa safety si Coach Lynn noon eh. Hindi ko sure kung na-interact mo siya, pero short
I think
stint lang
I've
siya
met
doon.
with Lynn. I'm really bad at names. I'm good at faces. I'm bad at names talaga.
Yan, si Coach Lynn.
Si Miss Wenny lang, si Miss Wenny lang yung lagi ko nakaka-interact kasi syempre facility siya. Yung mga magaganda, yung mga madalas mo ka-interact yun. Si Miss Lynn once ang there, safety manager. Once when I was still a site director, once or twice. So
yan.
sila kasi yung laging laging dinadala ko sa ang site na hindi mo na pag-ahagilap kasi sila lang yun eh. Lahat ng site ng teleperformance, sila lang yun. Sila lang yun.
Same kausap.
Yan yung mga Amazona ng TP. Di ba? Bahala na si Batman.
True. Si Coach Nords then is from the northern part of the Philippines. Yan. Sino pa ba andito? Si Coach Tin, of course, my better half. Yan, si Winnie andyan. And thank you for joining. Just continue sharing your comments in there. Kung may tanong kayo kay Ryan, pwede niyong itanong ha. Basta siguraduhin nyo lang na maganda yung tanong na gustong sagutin ni Ryan. O yan, mag-experiment po tayo.
Pwede ko naman deadmahin eh. Na-master ko na yan.
Right, Stress is common in the workplace. Also at home, it's common. Ayan. Stress is something, di ba, twofold. Sabi nga nila, pag may stress ka, dalawa lang naman. Either eustress or distress. Pero most often than not, distress is what we experience, which is a negative stress. And eustress is a positive stress. Pag-usapan muna natin yung distress na to. Pag distress ka, yan, when you're experiencing distress, what comes into mind? Anong unang-una mong naiisip when you think about distress?
Sample ng distress para di minsan hindi ko na maano eh. Parang hindi ko alam mo I don't know what I feel. Example nun.
Parang gusto mong parang kakamot-kamot ka na ng ulo, parang mawawala na yung buhok mo.
No, I don't sa edad ko to, Panyero, I don't go through that, I would never say I never, but I don't recall going through that kind of situation where I'm pulling my hair out and then parang wala na ako magagawa kasi I'm a firm believer na whatever happens around us, we have control over it. It's either you sulk in sadness or you figure out what to do. That's always the mindset. The problems will not arrive, the problems will not come if we don't have either the resource, the skill, or even the help around us that can make things work.
Agree.
So, lang.
And it's common, no? Common theme from everyone who's joining, no? Ako naniniwala ako na yung problema may solusyon yan sa lahat ng problema. But it really depends on how you see the problem. Is it the problem? Baka naman kasi yung problem, Ray, hindi mo naman problema, pinoproblema mo.
Correct. And sa edad ko to, and I've got great mentors, you one of them especially, and that conversation in the past where litong-lito rin ako, lagi ko naiilala yun, and I still pass it on to people that are asking me for advice. What's the worst thing that person can do to you, man? Hindi nawala sa isip ko yun. That's the best advice that I got. One of the best advice. And nowadays, I still carry that. Kasi ganun ako eh. Sabi ko nga kanina, I'm very observant. You might feel na parang I'm not listening because I'm not looking at you. But no, if you force me to look at you, I'm just gonna walk away. So because it's not me, right? I have my own way of pag hindi kita tinignan pero I stayed on one place, diba? It means that I'm listening, right? I'm listening, I'm internalizing it, I'm weighing my options. So yun. And again, doon sinabi ko kanina, I'm already at that age where I can choose naman what to stress, what will stress me out. Like sa chat room is they're saying focus on what you really can control. If you cannot control it, then why stress yourself, right? Daming ganyan sa office space, di ba? Na hindi mo naman department na stress ka kasi sa'yo nag-escalate, but I choose to sige, ipunan ko na lang ng dokumento then escalate ko somewhere else kasi wala mo na magagawa diyan eh. Kahit maghurumentado ko sino man, hindi control diyan, di ba? So tawa-tawa na lang
magagawa. Ayan si Coach Nords from Cordillera, sabi niya patikim daw ng mga i-bake mo. Ayan, mag-order tayo, Coach Nords, pagbaba mo dito. Mag-order ako.
Cordillera, I'll be in Baguio on 26th until about the 30th. There's a business review that's gonna happen there.
Ayan,
kaka-launch ko lang ng program diyan ng address.
Ayun. There you go. Pahingi daw. Basta mag-order tayo.
Kita tayo sa palengke. Baba ko sa palengke ng Baguio.
Yan ang painting ng distress na. For those of you who's joining, ito yung mga conversations na we seldom talk about in the workplace. No? But I really, if you know someone who knows Ryan, padala nyo to, sabihin nyo, may join kayo ito, kausap ni Coach Shaun, si Ryan din Mundo.
They might not believe that I signed up for this.
Which is true.
They would say, no, it's not within his personality. Well, again, if it's sharing experience, sharing learnings, kahit di mo ko bayaran ang game.
Yun. Kaya, the beauty of it is that is something that seldom people ask, no, Ryan, and it's most common than not. So, kanina when we were talking about it, we talked about the questions that's being asked, and for me, kasi the value of asking questions is connected with intention, diba? Yep. The intention to learn, to inquire, to have a deeper understanding of what things are. Right? Kung stress, ano ba yung pinaka positive stress experience mo? Because at times, diba, Rai, yung positive stress might be negative stress to other people. Pero kung ikaw, if you're going to share to other people and to everyone who's joining us kung ano yung positive stressor sa'yo, ano kaya yun?
Positive stressor, yung may bago kang natututunan or may bago kang gagawin. Before, about a year and a half ago, because sabi nga no, my career is not, well, or rather was built on fixing programs, on doing
Yeah.
a lot of, it's like it's a battlefield, war zone, I would say, right? It's a war zone. I've never been immersed on client services, and because a lot of people would think, no, that's not Ryan's forte. I was not really immersed on financials, kasi if the program is on red alert, then walang pera yan. Wala kinikita yan. Pro bono lahat yun, di ba? So, you're not
True,
gonna
true.
worry about it. So, since nasa war zone ka, and you know what soldiers do, di ba? Lock and
Yeah.
load, gear up, go in, di ba? Take action, then get out, di ba? Dalin mo lahat ng dapat mong dalhin, and then if hindi pa tapos, go back in again and fix it. So, that's what you do day in, day out. So, nasanay ako ng ganun. Siguro, ano it's a good stress. Nasanay ako na parang high octane yung araw-araw. And then I always keep in mind na lang na this stress will soon pass, and when I remember when I by the time comes that someone have me remember, or I remembered what are those things that I had done, tatawanan mo na lang. And nowadays nangyayari siya. Nangyayari siya. I've been in other programs where clients are saying it, utters comment that, my company is, the S word, or,
Yeah.
we're paying too much, etc., etc. I've listened to a call, or I've read a chat, it makes me sick to my stomach, it's a business.
Yeah.
Those kinds of comments, it really stress you out. But if you come to take a look at it, it's because they uttered those comments at the initial stages of the recovery. They don't know yet what they don't know, but it's
Yeah.
emotional for them too, because they have a vested interest to make the program run. At
True.
first, and when you are in that situation, you will never understand. You will never think of it that
Mm.
way. After, when you're able to fix it, and then the relationship becomes better, then you come to a realization that, well, they just uttered it out of emotional outburst, or because they just can't help it. They're really eager to fix it, but they just don't trust you at that point in time. So when the relationship is getting better, because the program is also getting better, turning green and all, they would start to understand you. You would start to
Yeah.
understand them as well. And most of these clients, I'm still I'm still chatting with them. I'm still either it's either WhatsApp, it's either iMessage. Most of it iMessage and Viber. So imagine clients from what 8 years ago are still
Yeah.
texting me, or we're still texting each other, and they're even asking, when are you gonna come down here? When are you going to visit? So my response was, well, send me a letter first so I can file for a visa. Right?
True, true.
There's no
and
visa I can go there.
and I want to emphasize that, right? No, there's a lot of tension in the workplace, and yun kasi yung coming from a state which nilalabanan mo. And I call this being defensive in the workplace, when your clients or other people are highlighting some of the things that they're not, satisfied about. Pero hindi nila tinitingnan sa perspective na what's valuable to them, or what's important to them. And the people, human beings are emotional human beings, and at times minsan napipikon, di ba? Madami yung mga pikon Ryan, nawawala, and all of these things, rather than coming from perspective, okay, bakit ba naiinis sa akin yung taong to? Bakit ba
Mhm.
naiinis sa akin yung kliyenteng to? Saan ba siya nanggagaling? Para naiintindihan mo, and that comes from empathy and compassion, no? Di ba? And for as a leader, for those of you, maybe you're leading a team, you're about to lead the team, I tell you, empathy is compassion is not a word. It's not a word that you utter. It's an action. And the action comes from the conversations that you're having and the behavior that you have. At times people dyan sa corporate world na yan, mukhang masungit, pero alam mo, yan yung pinakamabait na tao. Maniwala kayo sa akin.
Maganda yung coach Sean, no? Sabi mo empathy. If whoever's gonna watch this now or later on, during the replays and whatnot, never say empathy. Never. Um, Never. My take there is show it. How do you show empathy? Kasi ang hirap eh.
Yeah.
It's such a small word, and then pag dictionary mo yan, it has a meaning, but it's very broad. Diba? But
True.
how do you apply empathy? Diba? How do you apply apathy on the other hand, right? But you have to show it. You have to show it. Empathy kasi is, 'di ba, parang makiramay ka doon sa tao, pero paano ba ginagawa 'yun in a workplace when ano no when things falls into the cracks,
Yeah.
stress comes in, a lot of questions. How do you
Mm.
show empathy? How do you show your teammates? Diba? Not your direct reports, your teammates. They are your teammate. Diba? The title does not matter. Hierarchy does not
Yeah.
matter. They're your teammate. You're the first person that should be in front of the line when when you know when things are not right, when things are doesn't go
Yes.
well. So they are your teammates. So how do you show empathy? How do you show that you're understanding the situation? Clients, I don't believe right off the bat they would understand what it is. And I myself, I have very small, very small, very small patience. I not my best virtue. So pikon din ako. Ayoko ng yung mga capital letter T. Ayoko niyan.
Yeah.
Ano yan. But
Mm.
again, ano yan eh, it takes a mentor. It takes a good coach. It takes sabi nga nila sa workplace, hindi ako naniniwala before, but right now I'm gonna tell you, in a workplace, there is what you call a tribe. The entire team is a tribe. In that tribe, there are circles of friends. There are pack of
Yes.
wolves trying to work together and call themselves as a team. I
Yes.
know it sounds ridiculous, but it is, diba? There's a pack of wolves. You see that they work together if there's a hunt going on, but at the end of the day, they won't. They will just go on their separate ways. But
Yeah.
in those packs, there's what we can call the inner circle. That
Yeah.
inner circle gives you the space to be who you are, to be able to say, to freely say what to speak up your mind. And these friends of yours in that inner circle, these are your truly trusted friend. Ito yung come hell or high water, hindi ka ilalaglag yung mga yan.
Yeah.
So yung
Yeah.
usapang nangyayari doon is just that, right? So ano siya, dapat meron kang ganun. So you
Yeah.
can de-stress yourself about on the situation, or at least someone that knows you and you know them, that can give you an advice on how to have a different or what would be a different perspective on things that
Yes.
you're going through. Kasi baka na-experience na naman nila ikaw, since bago sa'yo, or at least you are filled with emotion, you're not thinking straight, and you need a friend that you can trust to tell you that f you, shut up and listen to me. This is what's gonna happen. This is what you
Real
needed to
talk,
do.
bro.
Real
Oh.
talk, and
Oh.
that's what inner circles do. It's a real talk.
Yeah.
Kung ayaw mong masabihan ka, then shut up and do the work, right? Kasi ganun lang
Yeah.
naman eh. Kaya nga may inner circle ka eh. Kaya nga gumawa ka na sarili mong grupo, or kayo nagkasundo kayo, because you appreciate that kind of actions. It's a gesture of empathy in a sense. That's empathy in
Mm.
action. Because empathy is not just,
Yeah.
uy, kawawa ka naman, ito pera para. No, that's
Oh,
not it.
PT yun, PT.
PT na yun
PT
eh.
part.
PT na yun. Empathy is really showing that you care for the person. No matter na minsan masakit na yung sinasabi mo,
Yeah.
kailangan mo tanggapin, kasi they don't say it just because they just want to hurt you. They say it because these people really cares about what's going on.
Yeah, and I like what you said, no. These people, especially these people that speak straight to you, they don't want to hurt you, but you need to feel the pain for you to change. Sabi nga nila, pag hindi pa painful, hindi ka naman magbabago, right? Di ba? Kaya
Kailangan mo
dapat
sa this time minsan
na-experience
yung sarili mo.
Oh, yeah. But again, if these people really care about you, they're not gonna put you in a space in which you will experience further pain. Di ba?
Mhm.
Mas okay nang masaktan ka ngayon kaysa mamatay ka sa dulo. Di ba? At least dito, you get hurt, you experience that, and you have a realization na, okay, ito pala ginagawa ko. This is something as an opportunity that I can improve and something that I can do. And I like what you said about, having a mentor or a coach with you. And it's common than not, right, in the corporate world, yung coaching, ang nangyayari, pag may
May issue
escalation,
lang.
pag problema, o 'di ba? Tsaka lang magco-coaching. O,
Yeah.
proactive po ang coaching, hindi reactive. Ayan,
Yep.
I just wanna highlight that. And you talk about mentor. Kasi there will be people in your space, and naniniwala akong nagpapadala ng tao sa iyo to help you, to guide you, for you to be able to navigate through that. And that's the valuable thing. When you find someone who's really there for you and thinks what's the best for you, appreciate that person. Kung naalala mo yung taong yun, sendan nyo ng message ngayon. Just tell the person, hey, thank you. I'm grateful for you. Thank you for supporting me. Thank you for guiding me. Thank you for allowing me to just, see through all of these things so that I can grow. And lastly, inaan pa ko lang to, Ray, madami kang magandang sinabi. You talk about tribe. And one of the things that we're doing here at TikTok broadcast is a tribe effect, no? Because I believe and I truly appreciate the value of a tribe in which you have a handful of people in there that you can trust. You can freely express yourself without these people judging you, diba? Without these people, maligning you. Without these people, kumbaga, dinidikdik ka pa ng dinidikdik. Yan,
Mhm.
right? Talking about tribes, pag-usapan natin yung tribe para maiintindihan ng mga tao kung ano ba yung tribe na yan. Baka bago sa pandinig nila at sa taste buds nila, ano ba yung tribe na yan? If you're gonna define it in a ways of how the corporate world function, and you kind of shared that a while ago, ano ba yung tribe effect na yan?
It's a safe circle for anyone. It's your safe space, I would say.
Yeah.
Yun ang definition ko sa tribe eh. It's a safe space for you, yung inner circles mo. No? It's the safest space where you can be yourself, where you can say anything you want without offending anyone, and they can do the vice versa. So sabi nga ni Miss Lynn tribe to thrive. Totoo yun. You really need you really need this. Before I don't believe that. When I was younger, new manager, new blood manager, I don't care about that. I'm a lone ako, lone wolf ako.
I could
It
do this.
doesn't work in a work and it doesn't work in a in a corporate world. You're not gonna survive. There's a lot of work that needs to be done. There's a lot of politics at play. Sabi nga nila, naku, yung opisina to, whatever it is, daming politika. Guess what? Walang opisina, walang politika. Diba? So you really need to have that very, very safe space to both groom others, and then hone yourself as well. And then what we're saying kasi, yung sinabi mo kanina about coach and mentors, sa akin kasi is medyo gasgas na eh. When you say the word coach, masyado nang, alam mo yun, wala na. Kumbaga sa liha, upod na eh. Kailangan kasi sabihin coaching kasi when the new bloods are being introduced to the coaching, it's more of kailangan kausapin, and you're right, di ba? Most of the time the default is you're just gonna talk to the person because someone some bad thing happened and you need to get down to the detail. Pero hindi coaching, mentoring, in my opinion alone, and I could be wrong for the others that are listening, no? It's also a connection to another individual. Especially kung gusto mo siyang tulungan talaga, genuinely help the person. Coaching and mentoring is also connecting, talking, 'di ba? Sabi nga real talk, minsan bago ka umabot doon, dahan-dahanin mo muna. Kunin mo muna yung respeto at saka yung tiwala ng tao sa iyo. Kasi you can just jump to the real talk if they don't know you. Otherwise, baka buhusan ka ng tubig na mainit. Ganun eh. So,
Principles of peace.
Baka bigla ka sampalin, magulat ka because trust and respect is always earned. And that's what you get when you are being true to your word, when you have integrity. And integrity is a big word, Kailangan patunayan 'yan. And in my career, not just within the company that I work with now, kailangan mong patunayan 'yan. When someone approaches you, when someone asks for help, make sure, laging tumanim sa isip ko, make sure that you go back to that person directly. Huwag mo nang padaanin kung saan-saan. Diretso na. Kausapin mo agad siya, rektahin mo. Pakita mo sa kanya na tinrabaho mo. Otherwise, bakit ka pa nagtanong kung di mo rin lang ako babalikan? And that's why I hate initiatives that is, for me, senseless. Yung, you gather a lot of information, but when I ask for, what do you do with this information? Alam mo yung sagot nga, nakakainis yun. Kasi you're wasting my time. You're wasting other people's time. Don't do that. If you're going to say you're gonna do something, make sure you're gonna do it. Don't give me excuses. Results lang. Results parate.
Yun ang critical that. Again, coaching and mentoring is not just, it's about conversation. It's not
Oh,
transactional. Minsan kasi nagiging transactional na. It's relational. Have a conversation, have a meaningful conversation in there. And that's critical and important to that. And we can talk about that in the future, in detail. But for now, we're gonna take a short break. We're just gonna allow other people to, all the people in the guests and all those joining us to take some break. Maganda yung sinasabi na trust and respect always, ayan, is always earned. Yan, kailangan talaga
mhm.
i-earn yan. Yan, it's not gonna given to you on a silver platter, and that's something that we can do. Right, we're gonna take a short break, pero before we that, afterwards, pag bumalik tayo mamaya, describe to everyone your typical day mamaya, no? Pagbalik natin, I
Ye-
want you to describe your typical day para naiintindihan nila kung anong typical day ng isang leader sa isang industry na very fast-paced at dapat kailangan mong humahabol. Pero syempre, hindi mo naman kailangan laging maghabol. May paraan yan. Okay, we'll
All
be
right.
back for a short break, everyone. Thank you.
As a business owner, are you overwhelmed by the need to post beautiful, engaging content every single day? Are you left wondering what to write? Tired of scrolling through stock photos that all start to look the same? Confused by complicated graphic design programs? Rise Up Creatives is here to help. Each month, we give you everything you need to create 31 days of social media content in just 5 minutes a day. Customizable captions, curated lifestyle photos, a drag and drop graphic design tool, and the ability to post directly to your social media accounts. No one else empowers you with these 4 resources all in one place. Each month, we help you plan your social media calendar by providing you with 31 image themes and customizable captions so you can quickly and easily create engaging content and grow your following. Simply select the image that works best for your feed or story. Then, copy the caption and customize it to fit your audience. 5 minutes a day. It's that quick. Plus, you'll absolutely love our drag and drop graphic design tool. Start from scratch or choose one of our beautiful templates to fit your unique brand. When you're ready to export your design, you can download, email, or post directly to your social media accounts. Here's the truth. Our world needs what you have to offer. Don't let technology or procrastination hold you back. Rise Up Creatives is more than an online resource. We're a community helping you overcome your biggest barriers to reach your greatest goals. We're here to help you rise up and be creative.
We are back for the second part of the 10th episode of Season 2 of Integrate. Maraming salamat. This is brought to you by Cup Copy Republic, the coaching hub of Life Coach Philippines, and our home of professional CATCC life coaches. Meet our coaching tribe at Cup Copy Republic along Pioneer Center Compound, Pioneer Road, corner Brixton and United Streets. That's in Capitolio, Pasig City. We're open from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. on a Saturday to Thursday. You may also join us every single day with exception on a Friday as we do our community night event happening daily at 7:30 p.m. Please join me tomorrow. That's going to be Comfy Sundays for Life with yours truly. And I talk about creativity. I realize the importance of creativity in the workplace. What's missing in there. And a lot of people and a lot of companies are talking about innovation. But how can you innovate if you don't know how to create? Creation is a precursor to innovation. And as you learn and ignite that creativity in you, and some of us have lost this when we were growing up kasi napapagalitan tayo ng mga parents natin, napapagalitan tayo ng mga teachers natin, napapagalitan tayo ng mga tao sa paligid natin that we're not allowed to explore and find new ways for us on doing things. I want to help you reignite that back. And if this is something that, something that you need, join me tomorrow as I talk about the foundations of creativity. Every Monday, that's Nurturing Monday, Walk Along with Coach Tin, talks about, how you can better have a deeper understanding of who you are and the relationship that you have with other people. In every conversation, sabi nga ni Rai kanina, communication is key, that you need to be able to have that conversation to build trust, because when you have that trust with other people, it just allows you to nurture it, and you're able to create that meaningful connection with others. So join her every Monday at 7:30 p.m. Groove Tuesday, it's all about habits with Master Coach Jasmine. Of course, when you are aware of what you need to work on, what you need to develop, what we need to start changing. Habits is what makes you, progress in the things that you're doing. Habits can either make or break you. Sabi nga yung kanina, and it's something that you can work on. Instead of you breaking bad habits, create new habits. That's Group Tuesday with Master Coach Jasmine. Purpose Wednesday, kung kayo naman po, if you are in a space right now in which you feel that you're lost, you feel that you don't know what you do, you're thriving in your career, but you have a handful of question marks in there of where to go next. Have a conversation with Coach Rizal on Away on a Day. Purpose Wednesday talks about purpose. Then Strengthening Thursday, Coaching for the Soul with Master Coach A. I've been attending this since 2018, and this has changed me to be a much kinder person and a more human being. And this has really paved a way for me to have that deeper conversation, to shift from transactional to relational. We need to start making that relational connection so that we can have that, strong bond with the people that we love. And Fab Saturday, open mic, para sa mga tulad ko na hindi magaling kumanta but really just wants to be out there, express themselves either in their songs or spoken word every Saturday. That's with Coach or Bill. Of course, our coaching hub is also an events place and venue of choice for face-to-face classes, training, and private functions. Please connect with Coach Rizal at 0917-586-1661 for inquiry and reservation assistance. If you are one person who desires to experience transformation in the area of your health, wealth, and relationship, then I invite you to join us inside the Be Learning Society as the one of the mental model collectors with full access pass to the mental model masterclass of Master Coach A. This is exclusive for the Be Learning Society members only. Last month we learned about the wisdom wheel mental model. At dito ko na-realize of how, a lot of people are struggling in solving their problem. You don't need to shortcut. There's a way for you to be able to solve problems up faster than what you're doing right now. You don't need to put in trial and errors in there. May paraan, and it's something that we can do. If you want to know more about that, just feel free to message us here at Think Talk Broadcast, and we'll help you out. The Be Learning Society is the tent maker of the Be Learning Home for mental fitness. On the top of the food and beverage discount we enjoy at the Cup Republic, you also get to benefit of a 90-minute free coaching session with senior coach just from Life Coach Philippines. Think Talk Broadcast, by the way, is powered by Rise Cup Creative Worldwide, the social turnkey solutions for provider that helps entrepreneur and business owner to leverage the power of content marketing to provide value, improve engagement, and increase revenue with just an investment of 5 minutes a day. I tell you, very, very quick for you to continuously have that engaging post in your page and also in your group. Visit www.risecreative.com to learn the benefits of lifetime members like me and discover how you can rise up and be creative. All right. Thank you very much. Let's welcome back again Ryan in the screen.
Hey.
Yan, okay. Rai, pag ganitong mga break time, I do a game, mini game lang naman to. 7 rapid fire question. I'm gonna ask you 7 questions. Ano lang naman, PPD ka lang naman dito. Tapos if you want to expand, of course, feel free to do so to educate people out there and, have them just take a look at things in a different perspective. And let's just have fun. You ready?
Yep. Go ahead. Fire.
7 rapid fire questions. Question number one. Would you rather have more time or more money?
Time.
More time. Question number two. Would you rather have a rewind button or a pause button?
Pause.
Pause muna, no? Yan, maganda yan. Mag-pause po tayo, ha? Question number three. Would you rather go into the past and meet your ancestors or go into the future to meet your great-great-grandchildren?
Always forward.
Moving forward. Yan.
Always forward.
Forward. Question number four. Would you rather get rich through hard work or through winning the lottery?
Hard work.
Hard work. Madami nanalo ngayon sa sa Lotto, 433 ba yun?
I don't care. They're gonna waste. They're gonna use it up. They're gonna waste it anyways. When you get your money through hard work, you will never spend it that easy. You're just going to always have second, third, fourth, fifth thought. Do I really need this?
Beautiful. Yan. Emphasis in there. Hard work pays off. Would you rather hear the good news or the bad news first? Oh, maganda to. Para alam ng mga tao dyan, Rai, pag kinakausap nag-meeting sa'yo. Good news first or bad news first?
Doesn't matter. Which one is priority?
Which one is priority? Kung bad news ba or good news?
Depends on what we're talking about, right? If what we're talking about, if your bad news or good news is critical to what we're talking about, then I don't care which one goes on the table first. If it is something that we can talk about later, probably don't want to hear it.
Yeah, true. Question number 6. Would you rather be your own boss or work for someone else?
I think both. I can't choose that. I can choose there. Working by yourself, meaning you don't learn from anyone. You don't learn from anything. Or maybe you could. You could. Depends on who you are and what you're, who you're interacting with. But I think in order for you to get the best of both worlds, you should be able to work for yourself as well as work with other people or have your own boss, because no man is an island, and what Coach Shaun, is different from what I know, and two heads combined, we can do other things.
Beautiful. Yeah, I totally agree with you. That's a great perspective. And question number 7, would you rather be known for your intelligence or your good looks?
I have none, both. I don't have both though. I don't see myself as good looking, and I don't see myself as intelligent. That's basically what it is. Simple guy. I don't have a straight answer for you.
They say that intelligence, if you are able to simplify complex problems and simplify it, that is a good indication of an intelligent person. Which is, by the way, that's the kind of job that you're doing, helping other people simplify things so that they can solve their own problems.
Bakit yung mga kasama ko, meron akong mga kakilala sa opisina, hindi naman. They make simple things so complicated. And
complicated.
Thank
you, Rai. Thank you, Rai, for that rapid fire questions. Ayan, ito pag-usapan natin. We'll deep dive a little bit, Rai, no? Para, we're having fun in here. By the way, if you're enjoying so far by far, just send up some emojis in there, some heart, some smiley, and so on and so forth, just to shake the space a little bit. No, Rai, I asked you a while ago before we go on break. Ano ba yung ideal day ni Ryan Del Mundo sa opisina? Para naiintindihan ng mga tao. Kasi di ba, Ray, usually pagdating natin doon sa opisina, dire-diretso na tayo and we go to our office and we do our little thing. Pero what is the ideal day for Ryan before siya pumasok ng opisina?
Back in the day where face-to-face is happening, initial yan, punta muna, and even nowadays, when I visit a certain site, initial yan, syempre, set up ko muna yung mga ritual, the morning rituals. Ayusin mo yung laptop mo, di ba? May kape pa ba ako? Kuha ko kape. Importante yun sa akin. Hindi ako nakikipag-usap sa tao na hindi ako loaded ng kape. Delikado, di ba? Nangangagat ako eh. So, kailangan may pampakalma ka kahit pa paano. But first and foremost, after I set up my table, labas muna sa floor. Floor walk ka lang. Hindi ka naman kailangan kumausap ng tao eh. because the conversation happens when you start walking your floor. I'm not a person, I will never ever say na I always say hi to people. Hindi, snob nga ako eh. So when you walk the floor, people will start to say hi, right? And that's when the conversation happens. And for anyone who may or may not know me, I'm an introvert. So if you are poking uh, for me to start a conversation, you're better off talking to yourself alone. So, di ba? Parang ganun na lang gawin mo. I'm not gonna start a convo. Kaya nga, usapan natin kanina, Coach Sean, di ba? If it's the right question, like what's happening right now, you basically will get a lot of answers from me. If it's not, then single word lang yun. So ganun siya. It's when people say hi, then you start a conversation, and then
Yeah.
that's when people will just dogpile on you because they see a different you, they see a different person.
Yeah.
Uy, nagsasalita pala to. Ganun. Nagsasalita pala to. Ang kulit pala nito. So they see a different person on that kind of conversation. So you just walk the floor and then let the conversation starts.
Mm. Right. What's the most challenging? Because of course, you are the person now, pero hindi naman ikaw yan before eh. You've gone through some tough times and tough challenges. I mean, 20 years in the industry. What's the toughest situation that you can remember? A defining moment that you told yourself that, hey, hindi na pwede to. Hindi na pwedeng paulit-ulit ko. I'm gonna make a decision to change here and do something about it. Ano yung defining moment na yun?
When I want to take more responsibility or influence more yung decisions. Dati kasi I'm confined with what I do and I'm happy with it. When I decided that I need to shed off the manager role, the manager title, or involving myself in bigger decisions, then it's a bitter pill to swallow. But
Yeah.
my mentors, madami sila kasi matigas ulo ko eh. Ano yan, promise, lagi ko sinasabi sa mga tao, may mga taong nagtiyaga, and that's why I always pay it forward, 'di ba? Wala akong karapatan, I don't have any excuse of not trying to groom someone that I know there's a potential kasi ginawa siya sa akin. Right? May
Yeah.
nagtiyaga sa akin. So kapal naman ng, 'di ba, mukha ako, di ko ibalik 'yun sa iba. So ano siya, when I decided that, sabi ko, I need to change. I really need to heed what my mentors were telling me, that it's not the change kasi yung iba pag sinabing you have to change yourself. They
Yeah.
think of it, and I did. I thought of it like, you want to change me? Why would I change? I've been like this for the past 30 plus years, 40 plus years, right?
Yeah.
Hindi, they don't mean that. What they meant was, um, you need to change some aspect of how you communicate, of how you handle yourself. If you
Yeah.
don't want to go out, but going to that level of in the organization, you definitely need to go out because I mean, there you have clients, so you need to entertain. You need to go out. Yourself, your family needs to understand that there will be days that you're gonna go home late, di ba? Siguro wife ko lang natutuwa kasi kahit umuwi ako ng gabi, I'm not gonna go home na gumagapang o nagsusuka because I don't drink and I don't smoke. Wala akong ibang bisyo. Kung meron man, mahilig ako sa laruan. I mean, 'di ba?
Yeah.
Mga Legos ko and all. So nandiyan lahat 'yan. So walang issue sa ganun. She's not worried about me going home driving drunk because I don't do that. I go out with them. See, a lot of clients would say, "You're not drinking." I am. Here's the iced tea or the Coke or the water.
That's what you drink.
Yeah, but I do
Drinking lang
for
naman yung question eh.
'di ba? So ano lang naman, 'di ba?
Mm.
Drinking lang eh. Uminom naman ako, di naman pwedeng hindi. So yun, parang
Mm.
parang merong self-reflection. The self-reflection na
Yeah.
nangyari that these are the things that needs tweaking, polishing, so that I get to move up. Kasi yun yung naghihinder sa akin eh. Kasi nga, introvert na ako, anti-social ako, tapos yung ugali ko pag ganun, wala akong pupuntahan. So, adaptation, di ba? Changes that I needed to make needs to be realized. Diba? Doon ko hinid yung yung mga coaching remarks na yun. Dati ko pinapansin yun. Para sa akin, bala sa buhay mo. Yun.
O yung critical aspect dyan na. Right, kanina, no, we're talking about you baking. You talk about your mom. And yung observation mo about how your mom are doing it. What's one thing that, you you've learned from your mom that you've carried on up until today, that you kept that close to your heart and close to your mind, na ito, I'll carry this because this is something that's really valuable and something that I can pass on to my children or the next generation? Ano yun?
Ano, um, siguro yung focus, grabe yung focus niya. Grabe yung focus niya. At that time kasi siya yung breadwinner din ng family, di ba? So nakita ko paano siyang alam mo paano gina-juggle ng isang nanay yung budget, yung oras sa amin, trabaho, and all that. She's very focused. I really admire her for that. Regardless what's going on. And I've seen that focus parang unleashed talaga, nag-work na ako. I was with another company before TP. My grandmother years ago nasugod sa ospital and she passed away. So parang dun ko nakita yung parang walang emotion. Nandyan yung 11 niyang mga kapatid, yung 10 niyang kapatid, 11 sila. 11 sila, andyan lahat yung sa harapan niya, and we were in the ICU na. Kasi natapos nang i-revive and all from ER, nasa ICU na. Doon ko nakita yung nanay ko na alam mo umiiyak siya kasi namumulay, alam mo Rudolph na yung ilong, maga yung mata because we were there, and I was night shift at that time, so we were there since 6 o'clock in the morning, 5:30 in the morning, and I didn't really go home, so wala pa akong tulog 24 hours na, gabi na yun. Nakita ko talaga yung focus niya when the doctor said that clinically dead na yung lola ko. Yung mga kapatid niya was, alam mo yung they don't know what to do, they don't know what to say, parang they were just shocked and all. Pero what she did was, nandun sila sa isang area, parang miniting niya, sinabi niya, here are the facts of what's going on. Ito. Kapag ito gagawin natin, pag hindi tayo mag-agree to pull the plug, to turn off the switch, ito mangyayari. And she was very downright to the point. If we prolong this, mahihirapan nanay natin. If we prolong this, here's the money that will be involved. Do you guys have the money to do that? Talagang napaka-practical, pero pag pinakinggan mo ngayon, parang walang puso. Pero I tell everyone who's listening, when you are in that situation, parang iisipin mo lang do you really need it? Practicality, kick in yung practicality sa kanya. Do we have this kind of budget? Is there really a chance that the person will still wake up? Diba? Doon talaga focus na focus. Talaga doon ko nakita yung grabbing focus, umiiyak, emotional and all, pero she made the decision as if walang nangyayari. Emotions detached doon sa decisions. Sinabihan niya, panganay siya. So kahit may kapatid siya mga lalaki, talaga sinabihan niya, if you're not on board, I don't care. Get out. If you don't like it, get out. Diba? We will make the decision without you. But whatever it is, we'll make it because we need to. We have to. Kasi lolo ko noon, first time ko rin, napaka-headstrong din noon. First time ko rin, syempre, di ba, asawa mo, hindi talaga siya nakapag-decide. Talaga naupo lang siya doon. He simply let yung mga anak niya nag-decide for him. Kasi wala, kita mo talaga na parang lito rin siya. So, doon mo nakita yung panganay to step in, make the decision. Then after that, it took toll on my mom. Bigla na lang siya one night, bigla na siyang iyak. Ibig sa kausap namin, bigla na iyak. Nagugulat kami. Oh, what's going on? Tapos yun. And then, she visited a psychologist, psychiatrist. And then, she found out that it was because of all of that emotions kept inside. It wasn't released. And there was no time for grieving. Namatay lola ko noon, December 22. So, Pasko, whatever, di ba? Talagang rat-rat yun. So, there was no time for grieving, and your body, kahit hindi mo gustong umiyak, bigla ka nalang umiiyak. Ganun siya. So, it took her some time to recover. Kasi lahat ng mga kapatid niya okay na tanggap na. Siya nagsisimula pa lang. And dun mo makikita doon ko nakita talaga na parang hindi niya inisip yung sarili niya. She just thought of things needs to change, things needs to be done. She had done it. So, yun ang na-carry ko siguro. To answer your question, I know it's a long-winded answer, but yun. Kahit sa lolo ko, nakita ko yung ganung klaseng strong na focus. He's a professional photographer of golf. mga panahon na yun, hindi nakatapos yun. And he has 11 kids. So, siya lang ang kumikita sa kanila. Kung meron siya pagmamalaki sa mga kapatid niya ngayon na lahat sila nasa langit na, sasabihin siya, mayabang yun. Pardon, sa mga kapampangan. Kapampangan din yun. Kapampangan yun. Mayabang yun. Sabihin sa mga kapatid niyan, wala kayo lahat. Ako, 11 anak ko, lahat sila tapos. Titulado sila lahat. Because that's, hindi siya tapos eh.
Yeah.
Hindi siya tapos.
Yeah.
Kung ang mga bata ngayon natuto mag-English dahil kay Peppa Pig at YouTube, siya hindi. Natuto siya mag-English sa Manila Bulletin.
Ayun, kakabasa.
Mag-English yun. Ay, oo. Oo. Maniwala sa kahit ako na-shock eh. Grade 2, grade 3, grade 2, grade 3 lang siya narating niya nung sila nag-aaral because they don't have the money for it. Pero binuhay niya yung mga anak niya, binuhay niya yung pamilya niya for that profession at lahat sila tapos. And yun nga, napaka-stricto lang talaga. Napaka-stricto. Talagang bam, 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 ganun. Yung buhay talaga nila, dinumero. But sabi ko nga sa mga tiyahing ko, alam nyo, kahit sabihin yung napaka-stricto ng tatay nyo, ng lolo namin, if it's not for that kind of discipline, if it's not for that kind of focus that he put on you all, wala kayo ngayon kung nasan kayo.
Yeah.
Nung sinabi ko yun, medyo natauhan yung iba kong tiyahin, inirapan lang ako. Like, wala kayo. But that's how I see it. Kasi pamangkin, di ba? Normal sa ating hierarchy ng society, di ba? Pag mas maganda, parang feeling mo niloloko ka nung pamangkin mo. But that's how I saw it. I mean, lahat sila maayos ang buhay ngayon eh. Or at least, di ba? Disente. Wala akong nakikita na mamalimos. So,
yeah.
So, yun.
Yun yung siguro
critical
part, no? Oh, I want to emphasize that because at times you take a look at the negative part of the way that we're being raised. But if you take a look at that, may positive kasi yun eh. And at least appreciated yan, Ryan. No? And I want to emphasize what you've shared a while ago na alam mo, basta kung may natutunan ka, dalawa lang naman eh. Pwede mong gawing sa tama at mali. Dalawa naman. You always have a choice in there. And it's something that you can do. Sabi ni Coach Lynn kanina, nag-hashtag siya mental toughness eh. Because during the times of stressful and pressured times, for you to be able to think thoroughly, di ba, in detail and clarity, kumbaga tabi mo muna yung emotions, i-park mo muna so that you can decide on the best way to do. That is what mental toughness is. Pero yun nga, to emphasize for people who's joining, ayun, maybe you've gone through some challenges as well, allow for grieving. Wag mo i-skip kasi proseso siya. It's a process. And if you don't do that kasi mag-trigger ka eh. And it's good at least na proseso. Yun yung critical part. And for those of you who might be going through that challenges, get a professional help. Seek professional help para ma-release. You start releasing it and it relieves the pressure in you kasi hindi din good sa mental health nyo. And it's something that we need to start focusing on. Ryan, thank you very much for sharing your wisdom, for teaching people, your learnings. And sabi ko nga, I always say that if we have a longer time, probably we'll talk a lot of different things in here that's gonna be of value to other people. But of course, I'm being mindful of others as well. My show is called Integrate, right? If you're gonna think about integrate and what we shared so far in the last hour, how do you define integrate for other people to get some wisdom in there?
Good question. Wala akong sagot doon. Integrate. How do you mean? I mean, integrate our lives right now? Siguro nowadays, with the new normal that we have, we need to be able to integrate or maybe embrace the changes. You've mentioned earlier about mental health. If you need to take a break, take a break. Diba? And I tell that to my guys as well. If you need to take a break, endorse what you need to do. Or let me know how can I help you out para makapag-break ka muna. Because everyone needs that, especially if we're working remotely or at least napaka-fast-paced ng buhay ngayon. We are more productive than ever. We're working more than 12 hours every day. So if you need to take a breather, then take a breather. Kasi if not, then you're gonna get burned.
Yeah.
Kailangan siguro. We need to remind ourselves, even our boss, ang mga boss natin, remind din natin sila na if I start my day, a typical day ko, it starts at around 4, diba? Pagka may mga meeting na pa isa-isa, na around 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock ng gabi, sige, kung one time lang, okay lang. Pero pag nakita mo na dalas na, go set that one-on-one coaching sa
Yeah.
kanya. Yung siya, ikaw mismo, be upfront, sabi mo, doesn't work for me. So pili ka, hindi ko isusupport yung mga pang-umaga kong program dahil gusto mo mag-meeting ng gabi. Or, di ba? Or, leave me alone, ikaw mag-adjust. Di ba?
Yeah.
Kasi it's, hindi pwedeng, but, others would say that you have to be flexible. Sure, pero wag araw-araw. Diba? Wag yung parang 4 na beses sa loob ng isang linggo, may pa-meeting ka na alas 11 ng gabi. Hindi naman tama yon. Kasi gigising pa ako eh. Diba? I mean, okay lang kung, alam mo yun. So, basta, ganun. Meron siyang limit.
Boundary.
Meron siyang limit.
May
I'm not
boundary.
I'm not gonna be close-minded about the opportunities that you need to be flexible, but it can't be every time.
Agree. And then we need to set boundaries in that because that will allow us to make sure that we're able to live our life. Ako naniniwala ako that the job shouldn't be controlling your life. Your life should be controlling your job, and that's something that we need to be able to constantly doing. Right? If you have a kid, probably papanood niya to in the future. If you're gonna give your child 3 tips for them to create a caring and safe space from themselves in the workplace and also at home. Anong 3 tips na ibibigay mo sa kanya?
Do what you love. For everyone also here, do what you love, do what you like. Seek the support that you need, but when you do it, you literally invest 300% of the time. For that,
Wow.
You don't come in there half-ass. Sorry for the term, but just go do it. Commit. Second is always be honest. Always be honest. And we practice it here at home. Nasira niya dati yung iMac ko, nabasag niya yung screen. He was literally crying when he opened the door for me. But he was man enough, and imagine that's 10 years old. He was man enough to say, I broke your iMac. He doesn't have anything else, right? So be honest. Instead of me, I did get angry. I'm not gonna be a hypocrite. I did get angry, really angry, because I know how much it is to replace the screen. But I appreciate and he knew it. He knows it. I made it known to him that I appreciate the honesty all the time. He gets more than a tongue lash if he lies to me or anyone else. So for another tip, apart from go all in all the time and make sure that you do what you love, is always be honest. Be honest. Don't sacrifice. Don't settle for if you can get away with it, you gotta get away with it. No, face the consequences. Be honest. Siguro third, man up all the time. You made a mistake, admit to it, and it's more of being honest. Kasi honest is aminin mo lang, di ba? Ito, man up. Kahit na even if no one else is gonna look, no one there is gonna ask for it. Man up. If it's your fault, it's your fault. If you are not the one who did what you had to do, meaning magandang result, hindi naman ikaw talaga gumawa, then man up. Give the credit where credit is due. Don't be a credit grabber. No one, probably some people would say, okay lang, but no, it's not good. It's not good. Give the credit where credit is due. Parang maging selfless ka pagdating sa ganyan. In order for us to lead, sometimes we have to put our own vested interest at the back and then let our people be the one to carry us forward.
Oh, that's wonderful. The critical aspect in here is ito, overused to, pero humility kasi is something that you tell yourself that, hey, I'm not perfect. I made some mistake, but I'm gonna take ownership. That's me. I'm gonna do something about it. I'm not just gonna acknowledge that I did it. I'm gonna do something about it, and I'm gonna man up and stand up and lead. Especially for the men out there. Ako, I'm a believer that if you wanna change the course of the future for your family, you need to start with yourself. And that's taking accountability and responsibility. You be accountable and responsible to how you're thinking and how you're feeling as well. Because the more that you're able to do that, the more that you're able to expand your heart and expand your mind as well, it makes the conversations in the relationship a lot better. It's hindi naman siya seamless. It's not. Growth is not a straight line. Hindi siya hagdanan. There's a lot of, one step forward, two steps back, all of these different things. And that's totally fine. That's totally fine because that is something that will allow you to really just to grow and be a better person and a kinder person at that, di ba, Ryan? You get to become there at you see that. Ryan, maraming salamat. Thank you for giving your wisdom. Truly appreciate it. Thank you for saying yes. Thank you for trusting trusting me in this. I hope to invite you more in the next couple of shows. There's a lot of things to talk about, and my heart here is to really just start changing people by allowing them to listen na hindi lang ikaw nag-iisa. Hindi yung pinagdadaanan mo, it's not an isolated case. We've gone through it. We've gone through that similar situation. It might not be the same, but hey, we can help you get out of that. Talking about, sabi ni Rai kanina na tribe, may tribo. Meron pong tribo na pwedeng tumulong sa inyo. Don't give up. Don't lose hope. If you feel like quitting, don't quit. Don't quit. Don't quit on your life. No? Huwag ka mag-quit. May tutulong po sa inyo. Andito po kami. We're here to help you and support you. Mukha lang kaming seryoso, pero I tell you, that's our heart. And it's something that we really value your life. Value your life. We value your life. Have a conversation with us and we'll help you out. Maraming salamat for joining, everyone. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for supporting Integrate. And whether you are joining us live or watching on the replay, please do leave your comments in there. Share your thoughts and insights, just like the audience that's watching. Please don't keep us a secret. Share this video. Share it with the other people. Let's serve more. Circulate this video to other people can be blessed and really learn from them. Rai, I'll get back to you later. How come umalis? So we'll talk mamaya. Maraming salamat. Thank you, everyone. As I close, I'd like to speak to all of the dads, all of the fathers in there. You are an unsung hero of the global workforce. There's a lot of competition in the world right now. There's a lot of competition in the workplace. Compared to 10 years ago, things are changing, things are shifting, and there's constant need to always stand out to the crowd and this tirelessly pursuit of success. But the reality is the great resignation comes with a great opportunity, and I'm giving you an opportunity to start building and becoming your own version CEO even while you're still employed. It's possible. I'm doing that as well. I invite you to embark on a journey of becoming a coaching entrepreneur like us. Connect with Coach Giselle at 0917-586-1661 and map out your success as a certified co-actively co-create life coach. The CACC certification program is an international CPD accredited course with 40 CPD units. And CACC course includes a 21-day web-based learning, a 3-day live coaching bootcamp with Master Coach A, and a 3-day live virtual business bootcamp with senior coaches from Life Coach Philippines. The program also comes with a done-for-you coaching program and other bonuses for coaching professionals to jumpstart the second fastest growing industry in the world today. Life coaching, by the way, is the 21st century learning experience that is empowering professionals to enhance their skills in multiple domains, thereby increasing their relevance in an increasingly complex workplace and dynamic business environment. Join us for the next batch on October 15th, 22nd, and 29th. That's going to be next week. For those who want to join us and be part of this transformational profession, just join Coach Giselle at 0917-586-1661 to join us in this miracle profession. I also want to invite you to join us on Tuesday. We're going to move into a 24-hour show at Calamansi app. But before I invite you to watch us other shows here at TikTok Broadcast. Please follow and subscribe. You see a lot of the shows in there. I tell you, it's going to be a super, super learning experience. Keep track and follow us here at TikTok Broadcast. Engage also in our social media accounts at TikTok_TV on Twitter and Instagram, and TikTok Broadcast on YouTube, and give us a review. Maraming salamat for your partnership and collaboration. We are open for that. Connect with Coach Giselle at 0917-586-1661. As I shared a while ago, I would like to invite you to join us on Tuesday. It's going to be a powerful movement that we will do. It's going to be a mental fitness marathon that's going to be inside the Calamansi app. Our heart here, Master Coach has been working on this for the last 5 years, and our heart here is to really help you out. If you are in a state right now which you feel that no one is listening to you, no one is connecting with you, no one seems to understand you, join us there in the Mental Fitness Marathon. That's going to be happening on Tuesday. We're going to start at 12 a.m. Madaling araw ng Tuesday, and that's going to be 24/7. Just download the app of Calamansi app. Download it. Have a conversation with us, or just listen with us. If you're not ready to have a conversation, just listen. Help. We'll be helping you out in there. Get that on Tuesday. Just download the app. It's called Calamansi, either on both applications in Apple and also in your Android application. Um, See you on the next episode of Integrate. That's going to be on October 15th. That's going to be live here at Think Talk Broadcast. Your one coaching thought for tonight, I'm going to leave you a quote from Jean Paul Sartre. And he said that commitment is an act, not a word. That in everything that we do, in everything that the goals that we achieve, it's all about action. It's about action. Diba, sabi nila, action speaks louder than words. And whatever you're going to say, make sure that you're committed to doing it. Even though how challenging it is, how uncomfortable it is, how painful at times it could be, take action. Take the action, take the initiative to make a connection. Don't isolate yourself. Have a conversation. Kasi the world is getting smaller and smaller as people become, having all of this information in there. And I tell you, when you have the right people in the space, you have the tribe that you are there, and people in there are supportive of you and what you want to become in the future. It's gonna make a lot seamless journey for you and a fun and joyful journey for you. So have a conversation with us here at Think Talk Broadcast. Maraming salamat. Love heals, safety saves, be inspired for change. My show is Integrate. What I want here is to rally all of the men in there to rise up and take a lead and charge for change. It's time for us to start igniting the abilities of our heart as a man to start healing. Kasi may mga pain din naman tayo eh. But you continue to heal with that. You're able to appreciate things that you're doing. I tell you, it's just gonna start integrating your mind, soul, and spirit. Yun naman yung beauty din. No? Pag na-integrate mo dyan, you can start really living, loving, laughing, and learning. And also make that commitment to live the legacy. This is us in the Philippines. Coaches like us think and talk like this. Maraming salamat. This is Coach Shaun, broadcasting beyond borders and advancing Life Coach Philippines or life coaching worldwide. Maraming salamat. Love, bam, boom. Love, bam, boom. Love, bam, boom. Thank you, everyone. We'll see you again next week. Have a great Saturday evening. Bye-bye.